y'all, I'm here with my good friend Steve from Jenkins Restorations. We're here in Norfolk in front of a house that has obviously had some fire damage. What happened here, Steve?
So this is sort of typical of a house that has had a kitchen fire. We had a fire in the kitchen, electrical involved, and it sort of was uncontrolled, expanded from there, and became engulfed in part of the house.
How exactly does the process go? They call 911, the fire department comes out, they put out the fire. Where do you guys come in?
So we usually get called in a couple of ways. We might be getting a page out to come out. We might have an insurance carrier contact us to come and do an emergency board up. We might have a direct call from the client who's seen one of our advertisements. So we would come out, we would respond to it. We would get, after the fire department's done, we would get the house secured, get windows boarded, get roofs covered, make sure the property is all tightened up. One of the elements of that is to protect the property so people don't come in and loot. Sometimes it's 30 to 60 to 90 days before anything starts happening at the actual property. And that's why these temporary repairs really have to hold up.
If someone calls you at 2 o'clock in the morning, they're always gonna reach a live person on the phone, correct?
Yes, 24/7, 365 days a year.
It's not just people's property, it's their memories and their photos that they can never get back. How do you deal with the emotional side of the business?
It is very emotional. We do training, we do sensitivity training. The big key is to be empathetic, and we have our team go through that whole process so that when they come out on something like this, they can relate to it.
Now that I understand a little bit more about the process, I'd kind of like to take a look around.
Absolutely, we'll get Brian to come over and walk you through to keep you safe.
This is pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Where did you say it started?
Started in the kitchen. We'll go take a look.
Yeah.
As you can see, this is pretty much where they think the fire started, electrical.
Now this house looks really bad. Is it salvageable?
It is. The bones are great. Most of the time, we take it all the way down to the studs, and then there's procedures to make sure that the smell is gone and stuff, and then we can rebuild it completely all the way back to normal.
That shoe literally looks the exact same size as my son's shoe. Kind of got me a little bit.
It's very emotional.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little too close to him.
Every day, that's all I see. So this is one of the bedrooms that was affected, mostly of it by smoke, but you see the ceiling came down. There was a lot of water put in here.
I feel like a lot of people probably don't think about that when you're battling a fire, then you also have to deal with some water damage.
Absolutely. We do water mitigation on practically every job. We have to dry it out. Depending on what kind of fire it is, whether it gets into the plumbing, whether it gets into the electrical, we might have to redo all of the plumbing and electrical in the entire house. But we do full restorations from top to bottom, all by city code.
There's a lot of toys in here. It's kind of hard to handle looking at all this.
Yeah. This was one of the child's rooms, and it's unfortunate, but everyone got out safe. Again, that's the #1 priority, is everybody getting out safe. But it's tough. It's very emotional.
Yeah.
It's like an emotional roller coaster.
Definitely.
Throughout the entire process.
It's nice to get a little breath of fresh air.
Sure is.
Thank you so much for showing me around, Brian. I really learned a lot, and I know this place is gonna look fantastic once you guys have it all fixed up.
You're welcome. Anytime.
And for anyone watching, make sure you call Jenkins Restorations for all of your restoration needs.